A sulking complaint, almost like a child's cry, from Jong Hee to Young Rae soon turns into a heartfelt confession, a gentle apology and a declaration of love so pure it feels like her soul is laid bare. On the Miss Korea stage, while the crowd sees only two dazzling contestants, the two of them share words that only their hearts understand. Young Rae tells Jong Hee that she will wait for her, no matter what, that she's sorry for all her suffering, that her heart has always ached for her. It's a sincere plea for forgiveness and closeness, one that melts Jong Hee's walls away. Emotion overflows as Young Rae's affectionate gaze seems to illuminate Jong Hee from within. In that radiant moment, Jong Hee finally fulfills her long-held dream of becoming Miss Korea, with Young Rae as the runner-up, though Young Rae couldn't care less. Her joy is for Jong Hee alone. But just as Jong Hee begins to bask in her victory, calamity strikes again, this time straight through her heart. In disbelief, she watches Young Rae collapse, slipping out of her embrace. A shadow appeared. Manager Sang-sik, driven by hatred, lunged forward with a knife meant for Jong Hee. Without hesitation, Young Rae stepped between them, shielding her dearest friend. The blade found her instead. Jong Hee's victory crown slipped from her trembling hands as she caught Young Rae collapsing into her arms, blood blooming across her dress like a tragic rose. Young Rae, in her final act of love, sacrifices herself to protect Jong Hee and her dream. Even as her consciousness fades, she worries only about Jong Hee. Will I see you again, Jong Hee? Will I see you happy, shining in your glory? I'm so worried about you. And then she falls into a coma. Jong Hee is shattered. Unable to forgive herself, she seeks solace in Young Sik, who gently reminds her that none of it was her fault. When Jong Hee later learns of her adoptive mother's cruel decision to kill manager Sang-sik, she finally breaks free from that cold, suffocating life, choosing freedom over luxury, happiness over misery. With nowhere to go, she visits Young Rae's home and is warmly welcomed by her mother. The moment overwhelms her. She weeps endlessly for her dearest friend, confessing to Young Sik that Young Rae is the one she loves most in this world, that only with her could she cry, fight, and truly be herself. And then, as if love itself calls her back, a song, a plea of devotion sung by Jae-pil, awakens Young Rae from her deep sleep. Light returns to her eyes, life returns to her body, and Jong Hee runs barefoot to her, finally reunited with the one her heart never stopped beating for. A year later, time has gently healed their wounds. Jaepil is now a doctor. Young Rae, a college student, thanks to Jong Hee, who gave up her own scholarship so Young Rae could study. Jong Hee herself is now an actress, living her dream. They all reunite at Sang-chul and Yoongbum's wedding, where Jaepil suddenly proposes to Young Rae, promising to wait until she graduates. Meanwhile, sparks begin to quietly bloom between Jong Hee and Young Sik. Before life pulls them apart again, Young Rae invites Jong Hee and Jae-pil on trip, a gentle escape that's really about her and Jong Hee, the two souls bound by love, sacrifice, and affection. Everything else fades away. As they stroll through the warm, golden afternoon, laughter and memories flow like sunlight. Young Rae reflects on their past, on pain, resilience, and love, and promises that their bond will never fade. Jong Hee and Young Rae will always be one, she says softly, and our story will go on as joyfully and playfully as ever. The screen fades on a familiar sight, a bus numbered 100, the very place where their friendship began, now carrying them forward into their forever.